What if I told you there's a place on Earth where two continents are so close, you could cross them in just minutes, but no bridge, no tunnel, and no connection has ever been completed? And it's not because we don't have the technology, it's because something about this place breaks every engineering rule we know. This is the Strait of Gibraltar, the narrow gateway between Europe and Africa. At its closest point, it is just 9 miles wide. And yet, this tiny stretch of water controls one of the most important trade routes on Earth. Every year, over 100,000 ships pass through here. Oil tankers, cargo ships, military vessels, all moving through this narrow channel. So naturally, the question is simple. Why not just build a bridge? Because at first glance, it sounds easy. We've built massive engineering projects before. Huge sea bridges, underwater tunnels, entire cities on water. But this place is different. Here, two oceans collide. The Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. And when they meet, everything changes. Warm water rises, cold water sinks, and powerful currents start twisting in every direction. It creates something terrifying, a constant underwater storm. Even massive ships struggle to stay stable here. Now imagine building something in the middle of that. And it gets worse. The ocean here is extremely deep, up to 900 meters. That's like stacking 3 Eiffel Towers underwater. And the ground below, it's not solid rock. It's soft clay, unstable, shifting constantly. Try building heavy pillars on that, and they don't stay in place. They sink, move, and collapse. But the biggest danger is still hidden below. Right under this region, 2 massive tectonic plates meet. The African plate and the Eurasian plate. This area is constantly active. The ground is always moving. Small earthquakes are normal here, and big ones are always possible. Now think about what that means. If you build a structure here, it could sit on 2 moving plates at the same time. Even small shifts could damage it. And there's still one more problem. This is one of the busiest shipping routes in the world. Massive oil tankers, cargo ships, naval vessels pass through here every single day. So a bridge would need extreme height clearance, making it even more complex and expensive. Because of all these challenges, engineers started thinking differently. Instead of a bridge, what if we build a tunnel? A massive underwater rail tunnel connecting Spain and Morocco. A route like this could reduce travel time drastically. What once took 12 hours could be reduced to around 5 hours. But even this idea is not simple, because digging through unstable seabed under deep water in a seismic zone is one of the hardest engineering challenges on Earth. And this is exactly why the project has remained stuck for decades. But here's the twist. The biggest problem is not engineering, not money, not technology. It is politics. Tensions between Spain and Morocco, territorial disputes, and diplomatic conflicts have delayed the project again and again. In 2008, progress slowed. In 2020, it was paused again. And even today, it still hasn't moved forward. But the world is watching closely. Because this tiny gap is not just important for 2 countries, it is critical for global trade. If anything ever blocks this route, shipping routes and global economies, oil supply chains could all be affected instantly. That's how powerful this location really is. So yes, we can build bridges, we can build tunnels, we can connect continents, but sometimes the hardest thing to build is not made of steel or concrete. It is trust. Because in the end, the biggest distance on Earth is not between continents. For more amazing videos, subscribe to Global Eye now.